Hello there, welcome back to FTB Unleashed. This is a supplemental B episode, is it B6 maybe? And it's actually going to be a bit of a mix because it's going to have some Thaumcraft in it as well. So it's going to be a supplemental bees and Thaumcraft because we're going to do the Thaumcraft research regarding bees. Just thought I'd start here showing you how much product I'm getting now. You can see I'm getting pretty much constant combs coming in. I bet there won't be any now for ages. God damn it. There's a, looks like an iron comb. Don't know what that was. But, so the bees are spreading out. We're getting more and more alveoles. So we've got imperial, industrious, cultivated. Still got the cultivated going. The cultivated is the one with the shortest lifespan. That's making me drones for DNA. Now on this line I've got a rusty queen which gives iron combs, and I've got a glittering queen which gives golden combs, and I've just put in here a radioactive queen which, as you just saw there, radioactive combs, which is going to start getting me uranium. So that's kind of awesome because I'm using the laser drill. I don't actually have a source of uranium. I don't have an automated source of it. Well, I don't now. So the path to get to there, this was the path that I used. I've moved this down here because I've moved my breeding alveoli there. So that's kind of blocking where this thing was. So this is down in the floor here. I think it looks quite nice, the fact you can slope it like that. So here's the breeding path I've gone through to get to this. So I started off with Rocky and Diligent. Rocky's a hard bee, of course. Diligent we've got from the industrious line, 15% chance. So I had about 25 uranium ores. I got down to 5 ores. So I pretty much used all my uranium getting to this, but now I've got uranium coming in, so it's okay. Then there's a couple of changes since last time I did this. Before, there was a thing called a hardy bee, and now it's called a robust. That's Rocky and tolerant. And then resilience changed. Before that was the hardy and the tolerant together, whereas now it's imperial and robust. So bin has changed it around a little bit, how some of the things are done. So if you're looking at these on a wiki, they are maybe a little bit out of date. What you want to do is you want to actually look at it in NEI because they're the actual up-to-date versions of breeding. So that goes resilient, and then resilient plus a meadows. See, that's changed. Before that was resilient and something else. Got you the rusty. So the rusty is the one that gives us the iron combs. So I modified a rusty with the stats, the best stats that I've got at the minute, and so I've got a rusty in there producing away. Then the next one we needed was corroded, which is a resilient and a forest, which I've got at the minute. I'm just giving. This was I think a Meadows Princess, and that's a Rocky drone. I've just started giving these good stats, and they're going to be my next production bee. They produce copper combs, so that's the copper source. That's where it's. So, and then one of the hardest bees you'll get, 2% chance. Took me quite a while. Glittering bee. It's corroded. We've got from there an imperial, which of course we've got 2% chance. So even with an uranium ore in one of these, that only gives you a 20% chance, or 1 in 5 chance of getting it. So that took a few goes. But I've got the glittering bee, and of course you've seen that I've upped the stats on one of them. By upping the stats, just so you know what I mean, I'm using my serums to give the best stats I've got at the minute, and that's why we're going to go for magic bees next. So if you look at a bee here, longest lifespan, fast speed, slowest polling. I ain't got a decent polling yet. So flowers, I had to put them all to flowers because I want them to spread to trees as well. That explorer effect, so they give me XP when I'm near them, and then make sure they all work well in a normal, and they've got all yeses on these. So that's the stats I'm giving all my bees. The stats we're going to go for next, one from the magic bees, we can get fastest speed, we can get maximum polling, and we can get maximum area, and all 3 of them come from an aura bee. So we're going to work towards an aura bee next. So once I've just gone through this, I'm going to cut camera, I'm going to wipe this off, I'm going to put the path there to get to an aura bee, and then we're going to start heading down that path. So that's the glittering bee, and then unstable, austere and rocky, that was 2 bees we've already got. Of course we did the austere branch to get the longest lifespan to go towards the relic bee, and then nuclear, unstable and rusty, so that's where these 2 paths kind of come together. We've got the unstable from that path, we've got the rusty from the earlier path, and then finally the nuclear with a glittering bee gets you the radioactive, which is what we've got there, which is produced as combs. So that's all kind of awesome. So I've got a nice collection of serums for different species there, and of course that's my ones that I've been using to up the stats and stuff. I just added cave dwelling to the glittering bee because the glittering princess didn't have it for some reason. I've also accidentally destroyed my Explorer Effect Serum once and my longest lifespan, so I've had to pull them back out of the bees again. So, right, so let's just have a quick look. That's only been running about half an hour, the radioactive bee. Let's see how much uranium we've got from it up to now. Uranium will be in here. Got 7 up to now, so not massively quick, but there we go, 7 more than we had. So we have got uranium coming in, which means at some point I can get to nuclear reactors. So I'm going to cut now. I'm going to have a quick look for any AI. There's 2 paths to get to the Aura B now, and I'm going to see about how we get to it. So I'll be back in a little bit and I'll update this board with what the next plans are. Okay, so I've started putting these into order that we need to make them, and now the first thing that concerns me a little bit is, look at the Aura B there. This is using the non-Thaumcraft route. It uses windy and windy. Now 2B is the same type, would normally not mutate, so I'm guessing there's something I don't understand about this. So I've had a little look on the forums and stuff, and there's really not a lot of information. I've seen one post that did have some information that Sengir asked the spoiler to be removed, so I'm guessing they're really trying to keep it so that the information of this isn't anyway, you've got to do it yourself. So I need to work out how to do the extra bits. Now, as far as I can tell, there's things called foundation blocks that you need to have underneath your breeding alveoli. So from what I can tell, that might need oak logs underneath it, but I'm going to have a quick look into that. What we're going to do is make this thing called an escritoire. I think that's pronounced that, escritoire. So that's giving me its own issues because it needs seed oil. So what I've just done is I've got some seed oil producing over there. I borrowed the carpenter, the water carpenter from upstairs, so I'll do that in a minute. But the other way of getting this, of course, is doing that the actual thaumic route, which you'll be getting stark bees and then combining the stark bee with an air shard. So I'm probably going to do it that way, but I'm going to look into this a little bit as well. I've done the first one there, Eldritch bee. It looks like one of the basic bees for magic bees. It's just a cultivated, and it looks like any of the magic hive bees. There's 4 types anyway. There's 4 types of way you can get the Eldritch. So let's have a quick look at that. Eldritch. So mystical, sorceress, unusual, and attuned. It's got a 12% chance. And if we're looking here, I've got unusual, I've got attuned. Unusual and attuned, so I've got 2 of them. So some of them are from, I think, I've got mystical as well, look. Unusual, attuned, mystical. So I managed to get 3 of them from around. Curious hives, unusual hives. Not sure what the other one's from, but I put some of them in here, and look at that, I've got some. Wonderful. So there we go. So there's the first bees in the path there. Eldritch bees. Don't have really good stats, but there we go. That's the first ones of them. So once I've finished making these corroded bees that I've got sidetracked and not got on with, I'll be making, just upping the facility on these so I can get some drones, do the usual thing, get the serum from it, and then I'll do the next path. In the meantime, esoteric, cultivating, and eldritch. Now there's 2 types. I might actually use one of them. Let's use one of them. Let's get cultivated princess, eldritch. That was right, wasn't it? Cultivated eldritch, 10%. Yep. So our uranium will take us to 100% chance of getting a mutation here, which is good. Still got oblivion frame in there. So cultivated eldritch. I'll save these 2 and I'll use them 2 to get the serum. So I'll put them in there for now, out of the way. So that should work. And then while we're doing that, let's make this escritoire thing and see what the crack is with that. So I've got some seed oil squeezing. Let's put 4 stacks of pumpkin seeds in there. I'll just bang the temporary squeezer down here for now. And so I brought the carpenter from upstairs. The carpenter was the one that I've had dedicated to water there, which is not connected to the ME network at all. So just a case of popping that off, and I can manually put in the seed oil capsule into there. And that, if that's enough, looks like that's not enough. Oh, because I've got no wood down here. I'm a dick. I am a dick. So we need 6 bits of wood down there. There we go. There's enough. Wonderful. So I'll make this thing called an escritoire. Now, I've no idea what we'll do with this. I think I've seen direwolf sticking stuff in it, but don't really get all this work yet, so this might take me a bit of time to get my head around as well. But as far as I understand it, let's go back over there. And this can go... it can go there. So this thing... look at this shit. I'm going to have to watch a video on this or something, aren't I? What this does though, apparently it tells you... tip number 16, what? You put a B in there and it tells you stuff. Sounds good, doesn't it? Esoteric and charm, so that's giving me 2 types, wonderful. So, as you can see there, we're going to need esoteric, which is what I was going for. We also need charmed as well, so that's giving us charmed. So hopefully, with a bit of luck, I can get both the serums off that. So I'm going to cut the camera again in a minute. I'm going to maybe look at a couple of videos, try and get my head around how this Esquire thing works. And if I can't get my head around at this episode, I'm going to have to crack on because I need to do the normal episode, otherwise I'm going to run late. So I may just do the Thaumcraft research for the rest of this episode and do a bit of research between this and the next of how all this is going to work. So for now, I'm going to, like I say, cut the camera out of my back in a bit. Okay then, so I've had a little look and I've got the basic idea what we do with this. What we need is a bee. I'm going to use this charm drone here, see what it gives us. And you stick a bee in the middle there, and it has all this stuff. And what we can do in here is we can put honeycombs in there, and apparently that gives you some information. So what you need to do, this is like a little mini game. You've got to match the pairs. So Ferris, that's that one matched. Then we need to, oh no, so that's failed. So I've lost my honeycombs. So now it's all locked up, I need to take the bee out and try again. So you need honeycombs for this, which unfortunately I ain't got because all my honeycombs are automatically sucked out. So I've just turned the autarkic gate off on there. So I need to get a selection of honeycombs for this. It's a bit awkward. So this esoteric, this charm bee's got quite a lot of things to match up. So 1, 2, 3, 4. It needs to match up 5 things. And 3 of them in there will give me a little bit of a clue there, look. So I can match them 2 up, that's out of the way. And I really need to find that ecstatic one, which I haven't done. So I know it's not that one. So, nah, failed again, look. So you've got quite a high chance of failing. Some of the easier bees, let's try it with cultivated or something. Let's try it with a forest. Forest should just take 2. The video I've seen by a guy called Hi Yorkie, who does some very useful Thaumcraft related stuff. So then 2, so we've got a 50% chance of getting this right. And we failed. God damn it. So one of them 2 would have matched. Come on, I need to get at least one right, don't I? So I'm going to have to wait for... let me through, please. We've got a few more. So I've got 3 more chances here with 6 honeycombs. So hopefully we can get at least one right. So you see there, it opened up 2 slots. There's more slots there, so you get more and more slots opening up. So I need to find excited or apatine. There's that one. It's one of them 2. Fucking hell. This is getting tedious already. Yay, got one. So what that does, it gives me some honeycombs back. So you get some honeycombs for winning. And you get this. Gives you a bit of information on a bee I've already got. Resilient and forest mutation together, it gets you corroded. Well, it's nothing that we don't already get told by any eye. So apparently if I put that in my bar, right click that. I've already memorised this because I've already read that bee. So what that would have done is, if I didn't have the information on how to get a corroded bee, I think it had told me and added it to this. So that's what the Esquire does. Apparently with the magic bees it lets you know, well, I've read somewhere that with the magic bees it lets you know what foundation block they need underneath them, but I don't think this is for me, to be honest. So red, blue, purple, orange, failed, meh. blue, maroon, grey, blue, yellow, yellow, grey, grey. One of these two. Son of a bitch. Close. Close but no cigar. So yeah, that's I probably won't be doing much of that. I'm going to be looking around in between this episode and the next B episode for some information on how we get the magic bees going. But just so we are just finishing there, I am in fact going to do a little bit of Thaumcraft research. So it's kind of a supplemental mixed episode. They've both got low fertility now, which is good. Let's just keep working at that. The new update, the latest version of Extra Bees has conditionals on gates, so we can actually automate all this, which is going to be nice. Which I've not done yet, but once I get a newer version, I can add the gate conditionals for this. It can tell when serums are full or empty and all stuff like that. So I'll be able to set up a nice bit of automation on this stuff. At the minute though, we haven't got that just yet. What I want to add next is Explorer effects onto them two. So that's that end done. I'll leave that honeycomb producing for a bit. I might have a little play with that off camera. So let's go to our Thaumcraft research table. We're going to want our... Nope, wrong bag. We're going to want our Thaumcraft out of here. And there it is. Wonderful. Put that back. They can go up there out of the way. As can that. And that thing, I think, is only good for the bin. So let's stick that in the bin. Thaumcraft, we've got some bee stuff in this that we haven't done yet. The first one is Bees and Magic. So Bees and Magic, the research for that, and because I wasn't really ready for this, I've not actually got my Magic Bees research open. Our Bees and Magic needs Lignum, the other planety one, and the insecty one. Yeah, planety one, insecty one. Always good with the names. What I've done is I've put a few stacks, couple of stacks, cultivate drones in here because they have the insects pincer one there. That's the one that I mean. I can't remember the name of it at the minute. But we can use that to start our research, hopefully, because most things in the farm with bees, most things in Magic Bees, Bestiola, so it's called, have this. So we'll try and start the research off that, and this one has given us that, which is good. Bees and Magic, exactly what I wanted. So now we just need some saplings, I believe. That gets us the two other aspects that we need for this. Lignum and Hairbear. Hairbear's the one I can remember. There we go, there's Bees and Magic. So there's the first little bit of Farming Bees done, Magic Bees. Now we've got that, that opens up. It opens up the frames. It opens up the concentrated appetite. And we haven't actually opened up Magic Bees, but we should be able to get Magic Bees even though it doesn't show it. So it's just a case of keep doing research with this Bestiola, because for everything in it, it's got Bestiola, just about. Magic Frame. So for Magic Frame it needs Precantatio, flint and leather. So grab some leather, grab some flints, and got some force nuggets. Let's have 64 force nuggets, please. Thank you. Let's go with that first. There we go, Bestiate, and then flint for the instrumentum, and then force nuggets for the Precantatio. Gets the Magic Frame. Now these frames are all quite useful. I don't think they drain the aura like they used to, and they do have to be manually created, which means, well, I don't know, I'll have to look into it. You might be able to automatically create them now. Some things have changed, so there might be a chance we can do it automatically. Metabolic Frame, again it needs flint. Let's get that in there. Oops, needs magic. Needs seeds. I've got any seeds up here. No, I use eggs. Oh, I've got ash, haven't I? I think I binned all the ash, or used it. A couple of seeds, there we go, cotton seeds. Are you enough? For the permutation, this one. Thank you. And Motus and no, I've got Precontatio. Melon, I need some melon. Got no melon, I'll use some of that apple instead. For that Victus. And then a bit of rubber. Oops. Will get me the Motus. And I've not finished the flint. Try again. There we go. So it's just a case, like always, going through. Use the wiki if you don't want to have to manually search for everything, but just about everything does have this bestiole, so it's a good thing to start with. Really, what I want is start bees. Gentle frame is going to take me a bit longer because it's got Sano in it, so Sano's healing potions. So what I'll do is I'll cut the camera for this one, and I'll be back because it's going to take a little bit longer, and I'll see you in a minute. Okay, I'm back, and that was actually a lie. It does no longer need Sano. It looks like it's been taken out. There is a little note on the wiki saying Sano or not, but the wiki still shows it, so no one's actually changed it. So I grabbed some more permutation while I was off camera, because we're going to need more of it, and another stack of bees, because we're going to need more bestiole. And my bees come nice and quick now, so it's alright. Got necrotic frame. Necrotic frame is the one that kills bees quicker. We want mortar, some poison and stuff in this, so it's going to need permutation in there, so let's get that in. And it's going to need, there's quite a lot of frames, there's quite a few to get through. So see, 42% there, we're only about halfway through. It's going to want magic. It's going to want mortar, so what do we get mortars from again? Bones, I think. Got some bones for me. Yep, and then poison. Spider eyes, I think. Yep. Let's use some spider eyes for that. So bones for mortis. And then spider eyes will get us that venom. Could have also got us the bestiole, but never mind. And then just finish that off with force nuggets. There we go. Necrotic frame, one more down. So as you can see, as we're filling this up, I think there's 7 frames altogether. We've got 4, so there's 3 to go. Possibly. So let's carry on. Let's carry on. What we got next? Temporal frame. Okay, that one needs flint and it needs clocks. So repeaters are the best thing for that. For Tempest, I believe, cheapest thing anyway. Have I made a pattern for them? I've not. Let's quickly make a pattern for them. Is it that thing? Redstone repeater. It's got Tempest, I think. Yeah, as there on the end. Look, cool. So let's encode a pattern for that. We've got a pattern for redstone torch, so that's all good. Sling that into there. And have I got any of them made from before? Don't think so. No. Okay, let's make 10 of them. See what that gets us. Gotta love ME auto crafting. This makes a lot of things a lot less hassle having the auto crafting set up. Temporal frame. Let's carry on. Resilient frame. Again, seeds. And again, flint. We're making some more flint actually, I might have to do that. It's Tutaman it needs. And the last one is magic. There we go. Another one down. And what's next? Let's see. So that's not working. Why is it not working? I've done bees and magic. A recent breakthrough has given you information regarding apiculture and arboriculture. Perhaps it isn't quite as mundane as it first seemed. The potential exists for further study. All that is required is some creative thinking to apply new uses to old familiar items. That's all it says. What I should be able to get is either Thaumcraft bees or start bees research, and it's not having it. So certainly looks to me like it's not giving me anything from them two. So I was wasting bees there. So that's a shame. So I'm not sure what to do next, to be honest. Let's get the other things out from here then. So we've got reeds will get us something. I've got reeds in here. No, let's go get some reeds. Quickly grab a stack of them. Sugarcane. I probably should have looked for sugarcane, not reeds. Because I was naming it wrong. This should get us, hopefully, something. Concentrated compound, that's what I was after. Wonderful. So concentrated compound 6. Those two and dirt. My bag's getting awfully messy awfully quick. So all I can think of is maybe some prerequisite that I've not met. So what I can do is I can research everything else, and hopefully that'll help me out. So what have we done then? I think we've done all the frames. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 frames, yep. I think the void capsule is the only thing we ain't done. So let's do void capsule. For that, I think I've got some balls, yeah. I'll start with vacuous. Hopefully that'll give me what we're after. Still unknown. Let's try something else that goes in void capsule then. Seeds permutation goes into it. Looking good. Lead transmutation, not looking good. It'll be metallum then, I guess. Grab some iron. Metal mutations are generally have metal in them. There we go. Didn't need that, but never mind. Let's try that again. One of the tinkerer. So now I'm going off track, and that's probably going to use that. No, okay. Right, I'll find out what this is. I'll be back in a bit and we'll try and get that last other thing done, and I'll see if there's any issue while I break camera with learning Thaumcraft bees or start bees. Back in a bit. Well, I've researched things a little bit, and as far as I can tell, there's no longer any need for magic bees and the Thaumcraft bees. Magic bees did come off there somewhere. And then Thaumcraft bees you could do once you've done magic bees, and it kind of connected around here somewhere. So it looks like they've been taken out, the needs for them. So all we need to do is finish this off. The Wonder of the Tinkerer, by the way, all it needed was magic. So Wonder of the Tinkerer, it just used vacuous and precantatio. That's all it needed. And that's just an upgrade for your Wonder of the Adept that carries 500V. So it's more than a Wonder of the Adept, less than a Wonder of the Thaumaturge. So there you go. So that's that one done. So what we're going to do is just finish this off by getting the void capsule, which I've researched. Well, there you go. I'll just put in more balls and then use some ender pearls to get the alienis and the vitreous, and some seeds to get the permutation, void capsule. So I think that is, as far as I can tell, there you go, void capsule, quite useful. I can hold 8 buckets worth of stuff. Never actually used them though. I might have to look into them for now and again. So as far as I can tell, that's all of Magic Bee's research done. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to wrap up the episode there, and hopefully it was enjoyable and maybe a bit educational, even though I'm learning myself. And I hope you join me next time. Cheers. Bye.